Hello everyone! Today and tomorrow, which I will cover a few hours apart from another because our time zones are different anyways, mark two different spaceflight anniversaries. And while it will get a little bit more tragic in the next video, for now we can celebrate a rather happy and rather recent, in fact, ongoing thing. Today marks the 17th year of ongoing continuous human presence in outer space, which began 17 years ago in the year 2000, November 2nd, with the launch of Soyuz TM-31, launching ISS Expedition 1, the first crew to board the International Space Station. And I found some old launch and TV footage from then. Of course, the ISS back then looked more like this. Now, this is already pretty big compared to when the ISS construction as such began with the very first module, the Zarya core module, which was launched 2 years earlier on a Proton rocket. But in 2000, the ISS finally had everything it needed to actually reasonably house astronauts and also experiments to give them something useful to do. Back then, of course, the space shuttle was also still in service, and the crew was visited by several space shuttles, and also a different crew. The exact crew rotation on the ISS was back then a bit more chaotic than it is right now. But what was already the same was that the crew would land in a different spacecraft than they arrive in, as different spacecraft would dock and undock from the ISS and rotate with the different crews on the ISS. The spacecraft would usually stay for a shorter duration than the crew, and at least nowadays it's quite common for crews to go back to Earth with a spacecraft that brought the next crew to the ISS. And in fact, Expedition 1, which launched on a Soyuz, landed on a space shuttle. The Space Shuttle Discovery finished its mission STS-102 with the landing of the ISS Expedition 51 crew in March 2001. However, with the different crews on the ISS overlapping, this has continued all the way to today, and ever since then there has been a continuous presence of humans on the International Space Station and thus in space, although at sometimes also on other spacecraft. In addition, obviously there have to be crew on other spacecraft going to and departing from the ISS at times. But ever since then, all the way to today, humans have been on the ISS and humans have been in outer space. And we can't tell for sure yet, of course, but that might actually mark the beginning of a very, very long continuous human presence in space. Now, for now, this is a record, the second longest continuous human presence in space being 10 years on the Mir space station, of course also with different crews rotating. But right now with SpaceX going forwards with its Mars colonization plans, which of course might reasonably be sized down and delayed a little, but with that and other private companies starting to launch people into space, it might very well be that this continuous human presence in space lasts for a very long time, being continued by other settlements in space, and might not end anytime soon. So with this positive outlook, I will just end this short video on the continuous human presence in space anniversary, and as always, thanks for watching.